2,000 years after the departure of Jesus the Christ. The prophets are back to teach the real Jews, the 12 tribes of Israel, their true nationality. This is their campaign.
This is the whole point. From the beginning, when the Mosai created all the creation that he had, everything was created with one purpose, perfectly. But us, the men, we go against the Most High and do everything according to our own way.
It's not our fault.
We're gonna see.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 29. Lo, this only have I found, that God had made man upright.
The Mosai created the man correctly, brother. The Mosai, when created Adam and all the men that he created in the beginning, he created everything perfect, correctly, right.
How did we mess up?
But they have sought out many inventions.
But we find every invention to go against the Mosai. Genesis 6. We go against the Mosai in every way. That the Mosai that was angry and killed everybody in the time of Noah.
It's supposed to be simple and complicate our lives ourselves.
Exactly. This is the whole point, because the Mosai created all right, perfect. But we try, okay, we're perfect, but now let me create this thing to go against the Mosai or against my own nature.
Genesis chapter 6 verse 5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
But the Mosai, when he saw the man do all kind of wickedness, because what? We find all the way that go against the Mosai. Don't let, brother.
And that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Because we always imagine it was stop, bro. That's the whole point. We sit down at the back and we start to imagine all wicked stuff that we can do. From the beginning, we do the same thing. That's why Solomon said, what's going on right here? The Most High giving all this knowledge, understanding, but when I search all the men around me, I see, okay, the Most High is right. It's us that we do everything against him. You understand, brother? You understand, bro? This is the whole point about, you say that our job is what? Bring out the 12 tribes. Simeon and Levi, for example.
I just want to ask a quick question. Isn't a child is in sin when it's born? And isn't a child wicked when it's young? It's born wicked already?
John chapter 9:31. Because 9:1. Because the Most High in the beginning, for example, right now, when you see a child that born with sickness or whatever you say in your mind, oh dang, this child didn't do anything. Before that, go Exodus 20. 3 or 4 generations, because it's something that happened right now. Because when this generation that you see right here is nothing different than the generation before.
Right.
We had to pay all the things that our forefathers did in the past.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I the Lord thy God am a jealous God.
This is the whole point. When the Mosai take our nation from Egypt, he's giving commandment. No? He say, one thing I want you to pay attention with this. He say, don't worshiping idols. Now, our forefather, when the Mosai bring up our Egypt, did we worshiping idol?
You gotta define an idol. You gotta define
Idol is anything. Anything that's not God.
Another belief.
Or any image of anything.
like, you know, my understanding of God, the black man is God, period. And my understanding is because if Yahshua was a black man, then we come from the tribe of Judah, and Jesus come from the tribe of Judah, and then we come out of him, he is our ancestor, so that means that we are the same as our father, of our ancestors. So I believe that the black man is God, period, because we come out of that.
What is the question?
So the questions that I have is that what I was trying to ask is that when a child is wicked and it don't listen and don't behave, you have to chastise the child, get him to listen, get him to understand. So my question was, isn't a child wicked when it's born?
That's what I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer that part. Remember, I'm going to come back to the same thing. When the Mosai bring us out the land of Egypt, he say, okay, don't worship another god, another idol, idolatry. You understand what I mean?
Right.
Now the question is this: did we, the Israelites, when he takes off from Egypt, did we worshiping idol?
Yeah, like worship cows and lambs and all that other stuff instead of being good to each other and stuff like that.
We did worshiping idol.
Yeah, we did.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Now the whole point is this: our forefathers did it. Now the generation, the Most High gonna punish the generation, the 3 or the 4 generation, the sin that father committed before. You understand? Now go John.
John chapter 9 verse 1. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth.
Now this man, he born with affection. For example, when you see child right now, they born with all kind of sickness or mental problem, all that kind of thing. In the same way that this man born blind. Remember, back in the day, and when we had our own language temple, the blind person cannot go inside the temple. You know that? He had to be outside because he had the affection, uncleanness in him. Right. Now, this man born blind, born without the temple, outside the temple of the Most High.
Right.
Verse 2. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents?
Now, the disciple of Christ was walking and saw this guy right there. The disciple say, okay, Master, who committed sin? This man that born blind or his father? Why the disciple asked that question to Christ?
Because they see the man growing up and he's growing up blind and he has no sight. So what did the parents do wrong? You know what I'm saying?
What did they do wrong?
I don't know because you know you can't help the way you're born. You can't help the way you come out.
The question is this: you say if something wrong with some child born with sin or whatever. That's what you said before.
Right.
And I say yes because what? In that example right here, show you that when you born with something, with defection in you, it's because your forefather committed something against the Most High, and the Most High punishes that child. Read it again for the beginning. Verse 2.
And the disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents?
Born like that. You understand, brother? Now the disciples say, Christ, who sinned? This boy or his parents?
Right. Hold on. Stay right here.
Did you pick up what he said?
He said, the man who's blind.
Yeah.
He was born blind.
Yeah.
So Christ said, did he do? The disciples asked, did he do something? Meaning the blind guy. Right. What does that mean?
That meaning that he whatever sins that our forefathers have done, whatever mistakes that they made, whatever lies they did with God, it's passed down through generations. Okay. So whatever happens to that child that grows up with those type of diseases.
This is what was said.
Right.
Brother read it 2 times. I caught on.
No, I caught on.
The scripture said, did this man sin? Meaning a blind man. Remember, he was born blind.
No, he didn't sin.
How you know that?
Because if he was born blind, he was born like that, so it have something to do with his parents for the mistakes that they made. It's passed down.
Yeah, because even so, his parents saying, oh, he's saying in the past too. Because the Most High say, okay, I'm gonna punish you in the 1st on the 10th generation. Do you understand what I mean? That's what I read before.
Hold on. See,
now you get it.
Go Ecclesiastes.
Oh, so you saying that he sinned?
Yeah.
How did he sin when he wasn't born at that time?
Because everybody come back over and over. That's what I'm gonna say. That's why the Most High say, okay, if you worshiping idol, if you do something against me, I'm gonna punish you in the 3rd or the 4th generation. I'm gonna punish you.
Let me grab you. Give me the thing in Exodus. Listen quick. Watch this. This is what the brother, see, you know what I mean? You're not familiar with it, right? Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Right. So when you break the commandments, you hate God. So he said he's going to visit that iniquity on the children to the third and fourth generation. I'm sorry. Why is he saying that? Because when you're born, right, as you have your son. That's your second generation.
Right.
Your son has a son.
Right, it's my third.
Right. Most times, you're probably going to be dead by the time most of us won't see our great-grandchildren, right? That great-grandchild will be you in the spirit. You understand?
Right.
So, we're not making that part up, because when they asked him that, did Jesus say, are you crazy? That don't make no damn sense. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Jesus just went along with it. He said, no, this man ain't sin nor his parents sin. Because he knows that you have to pay for your own sins when you come back again. You just don't remember yourself. Can you get it? It's a hard saying, bro. It's a hard saying.
What you mean, it's a second life? Is it a second life? Do we get second chances over and over to correct?
Remember this. The whole system that the Most High creating is a cycle.
Right.
For example, you got the moon, for example. Or what about the sun, for example? You have the sun right here. The sun had to turn around the whole planet and then come back to the same point. Right. You understand what I mean? But it's the same sun. It's not another one. It's the same one. You understand what I mean? It's like a cycle. The man is the same way. I'm going to show you now in the Bible. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I get it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that had been is that which shall be, and which is done is that which shall be done.
Give me the sound.
Well, how to turn around? It says, where's that at?
Verse 5 or 6.
Oh, verse 5, yeah, verse 5. The sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and haseth to his place where he arose.
Now, Solomon, he's gonna make an example between the sun and the man. He said, I'm gonna make comparison.
No, the comparison.
Comparison. Yeah. The comparison between the man and the sun. He said, okay, I'm gonna make the sun.
Verse 4 too. One generation passes away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever.
Now Solomon said, one generation passes away. For example, our generation died. Right. And then another one is coming for you. Your son, your daughter, whatever. They come another generation. He said, okay.
The sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down.
Now he speak first about the man, generation of man. Now he take the sun. He said, okay, now the sun do the same thing like the man.
Right.
And hasteth to his place where he arose.
Now he hasteth to turn around the planet and come back to the same point. But it's still the same sun. You understand what I mean, brother?
The wind goeth toward the south.
Now he made an example with the wind.
And turneth about unto the north.
Now it's made what? The wind turn around the planet and come back to the same point.
And whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits.
The same thing, read.
All the rivers run into the sea.
All the rivers go back to the sea.
Yet the sea is now full unto the place from whence the rivers come. Then, verse 9, the thing that have been.
Now, the thing is talking about the man. The same man that had been before,
it is that which shall be.
It's the same one that's going to be in the future. It's the same thing.
And that which is done is that which shall be done.
It's the same thing.
So why are we constantly going back and forth? Back and forth. Why? Why is it constantly being a cycle like that?
Okay, let me show you right now. Why?
Cycle.
Why we have that circle right here? Because the most 28 verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, which that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
That's why this is the breaking of the cycle. understand what I mean? It says, if you obey what I say, you know how to pass through the cycle what I created for you. 28.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now, the cycle that we live right now is if we not hearken or listen what the Most High say.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, the curse is what? The sin that I was unborn. You understand what I mean? The transgression that we done against the Most High. You understand, brother? This is the same example that Solomon giving to you. They say, okay, you want to break the cycle? You want to break the cycle or go against the Most High? You're going to break the cycle of born, sin, blind, whatever, or child with different disease? Keep the commandment of the Most High.
You see, one thing I do get it, I do understand it, but I truly don't see people disrespecting God. I see people truly disrespecting his children more than they disrespect him. I see we disrespect each other every single day.
How
over
we
and over
disrespect
and
the
over.
Most High?
I don't know how.
Oh, you know how? 28:15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
I want you to pay attention with this, bro.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now, for example, if you have children,
Yeah, two sons.
do son. If you tell this son, you have to be in my house at 12 o'clock. If your son or your daughter didn't do it, they respect you?
No, they didn't respect
They
him.
respect you.
Yeah, disrespect.
Because they didn't do exactly the thing that you asked for the children.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Now we are the children of the Most High.
Right.
You know that, right?
Right.
Okay. 28.
To observe, to do all this.
From the beginning.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, we obey the Most High God, yes or no, brother?
Say it again.
We our forefather and us right now, did we obey the Most High? Now, it's what? We disrespect the Most High.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.